Hayden pressed their nose against the frosty classroom window, watching the snowflakes dance past like tiny ballerinas. Their breath fogged up the glass, and they drew a smiley face with one finger. Brown curls escaped from beneath their favorite purple knit hat, the one with the pom-pom that bounced when they walked. Their green sweater had reindeer on it, but they'd added star stickers between the antlers because mixing decorations was more fun. "Class, settle down, please," Miss Chen called out, her voice warm like hot chocolate. "I have exciting news about our winter festival next week." The room buzzed with whispers and giggles. Someone dropped a pencil case, spilling markers across the floor like rainbow pickup sticks. "This year," Miss Chen continued, pulling down a colorful poster, "we're doing something special. Instead of just one celebration, we're creating a festival of everyone. Each family can share their own winter traditions." A hand shot up from the back row. "But what if we don't celebrate anything?" asked Marcus, looking worried. "That's a tradition too," Miss Chen smiled. "Some families make snow angels or have movie marathons or bake cookies. Every tradition counts." The classroom erupted into excited chatter. Kids called out ideas faster than popcorn popping. "We light the menorah. We have Noche Buena. We go ice fishing. We make kimchi for the winter." The purple pom-pom bounced as its owner spun around, eyes bright with an idea. This festival could be amazing, but only if everyone felt included. Some kids were already forming groups, leaving others standing alone by their desks. "Want to be festival partners?" Jamie asked, sliding over. Jamie wore glasses that kept slipping down their nose and had to push them up every few seconds. "Yes, but let's ask Sofia, too. She looks lonely." Sofia stood by the reading corner, pretending to organize books, but really just moving them around. Her new student badge hung crooked on her sweater. "Sofia," the call came with a wave. "Come plan with us." Sofia's face lit up like someone had plugged in a string of lights. She hurried over, nearly tripping on someone's backpack. "I just moved here from Colombia," she said shyly. "We have this thing called Dia de las Velitas where we light candles everywhere. The whole neighborhood glows." "That sounds magical." Jamie pushed up their glasses again. "My family doesn't really do holidays, but we have puzzle week. We work on this giant puzzle together and eat takeout every night." "I love puzzles." Sofia bounced on her toes. "What kind?" As the three compared notes, something wonderful happened. Other kids started mixing up their groups, too. Instead of sticking with the same friends, everyone began sharing stories and asking questions. "My grandma makes these cookies shaped like stars," Chen said, joining their circle. "But they're not for Christmas. They're for the Lunar New Year coming up." "We could have a cookie station." The suggestion came with jazz hands for emphasis. "Everyone brings their family's recipe." "Or teaches others how to make them," Sofia added. By lunchtime, the cafeteria hummed with festival planning. Kids sat in new combinations, drawing pictures on napkins and making lists on homework folders. "What if someone feels left out?" Marcus asked, sitting alone with his sandwich. Hayden noticed right away and grabbed their lunch tray, plopping down beside him. Their purple hat pom-pom bobbed with determination. "Then we make sure they don't. What's your favorite winter thing, Marcus?" Marcus shrugged. "I like when it's quiet. When snow covers everything and the world feels peaceful." "That's beautiful," Sofia said, scooting over to join them. "Maybe we could have a quiet corner at the festival, with soft lights and cushions." Marcus's eyes widened. "Really? That could be part of it." "Everything can be part of it," Jamie said, squeezing in at the table. "That's the whole point." The next few days flew by in a whirlwind of preparation. The art room became a decoration factory. Kids cut paper snowflakes, painted banners, and strung lights. But the real magic happened in the mixing of traditions. Chen taught everyone to fold paper lanterns. Sofia showed them how to make tissue paper flowers. Jamie brought in puzzle pieces for people to decorate. Marcus contributed his idea for the quiet corner, even offering to bring his collection of snow globes. Look! Aisha ran over, holding up a drawing. I combined my family's Kwanzaa Canara with Chen Star cookies. We could make star-shaped candle holders. And I thought we could play dreidel games while teaching Colombian dancing, Ben added. The purple pom-pom bounced approvingly. This was exactly how it should be, everyone's traditions weaving together like a friendship bracelet. But Thursday brought a problem. During art class, while making decorations, an argument erupted at the supply table. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Ethan grabbed a glue bottle from Priya. The Wally lamps are made of clay, not paper. I know that, Priya shot back, her voice shaking. But we can't use clay here, so I'm improvising. Then it's not real. The art room went quiet. Everyone stopped cutting and pasting, watching the conflict unfold. Ethan, a calm voice interrupted, is there only one way to celebrate something? Ethan turned, still clutching the glue. Well, traditions have rules. Do they? The question came gently. Jamie's family made up Puzzle Week. Is that less real than Christmas or Diwali? I guess not. And when your family moved here from Ireland, did you celebrate exactly the same way as back home? Ethan's shoulders dropped. No, Mom says we adapted. We couldn't find the same ingredients for our cake, so we made a new recipe. So traditions can change and still be meaningful. Priya held out her hand for the glue. I'm using gold paper because it reminds me of the real lamps. Want to help? Maybe you could show me how your family decorates for holidays. Ethan handed over the glue, looking embarrassed. We put up these strings of lights that look like shamrocks. My dad brought them from Dublin. That's cool. Could you draw one? We could make paper versions for the festival. Soon Ethan and Priya worked side by side, laughing as they accidentally glued their fingers together. The art room filled with chatter again, but now everyone shared more openly about how their families had adapted traditions or created new ones. My abuela couldn't find the right peppers here for her special sauce, Diego said, so she invented a new one. Now our cousins in Mexico want her recipe. We celebrate Thanksgiving and Korean Harvest Festival together, Sonny added. Grandpa says mixing traditions makes them stronger, like alloy metals. The morning of the festival arrived crisp and bright. Families streamed into the gymnasium carrying dishes, decorations, and musical instruments. The space transformed into a wonderland of mixed cultures. Paper lanterns hung next to shamrock lights. Kwanzaa colors wove between Christmas garlands and Hanukkah stars. The quiet corner Marcus design glowed softly with battery-powered candles and twinkling lights, snow globes on shelves creating a peaceful retreat. Hayden stood in the center, purple hat slightly askew from helping hang decorations, watching families explore each station. Their heart felt full as a balloon. At the cookie table, Chen's grandmother taught Sofia's mom to fold dough into star shapes. By the activity corner, Jamie's dad helped kids with a giant puzzle depicting winter celebrations from around the world. This is incredible, Miss Chen appeared beside them. You know what the best part is? What? Look at the parents. They're learning, too. She was right. Adults clustered around different stations, asking questions, taking photos, exchanging recipes and phone numbers. Mr. Okafor learned dreidel rules from Ben's mom while she tried Nigerian chin-chin for the first time. Attention, everyone. Principal Jackson's voice boomed through the microphone. Welcome to our first festival of everyone. Before we officially begin, I want to thank the students who made this possible by remembering that celebrating together doesn't mean celebrating the same. Applause filled the gym. Someone started playing drums, and soon other instruments joined in, a violin here, a flute there, even Marcus on his recorder. The music didn't match perfectly, but somehow it worked, like a conversation between friends. The festival flowed like a river, with people moving naturally between activities. Kids taught adults playground games from their parents' home countries. Parents shared stories about their first winters in new places. Even the shyest families found themselves pulled into conversations and activities. At the craft table, Ethan and Priya led a workshop on fusion decorations, showing how to blend different cultural symbols into new designs. Their paper lamp, shamrocks, had become the hit of the festival. I never thought of it that way, one parent said, holding up her creation. Mixing traditions instead of keeping them separate. The purple pom-pom bounced past, its owner carrying a plate piled high with treats from every food station. Korean rice cakes next to Mexican buñuelos, Jewish rugula touching Indian samosas. This was what the festival was about, everything belonging together. As the afternoon wore on, something magical happened in the quiet corner. Marcus sat with his snow globes, but he wasn't alone. Other kids had joined him, some sitting silently, others whispering about the tiny scenes inside each globe. Parents discovered the space too, grateful for a peaceful moment in the happy chaos. Thank you for this, one mother told Marcus. My daughter gets overwhelmed at big events. Having a calm space makes her feel included. Marcus beamed, shaking one of his globes so the snow swirled. Everyone needs different things. That's okay. Near the end of the festival, Principal Jackson called everyone together for a group photo. As families arranged themselves, natural mixing occurred. Tall people in back, regardless of which family they belonged to, little kids in front holding hands with new friends. Say festival, the photographer called. Festival of everyone, the crowd corrected, laughing. The flash captured hundreds of smiling faces, each one belonging to someone who felt included, welcomed, and celebrated for exactly who they were. As families began packing up, kids exchanged promises to keep sharing traditions. Parents exchanged recipes and phone numbers. Teachers smiled at the success of bringing everyone together. Best festival ever, Jamie said, pushing up their glasses one more time. Because everyone was part of it, Sofia agreed. Even the quiet parts, Marcus added softly. Hayden looked around the gym one last time, adjusting their purple hat with the bouncing pom-pom. Empty plates showed where food had been shared. Craft supplies scattered on tables told stories of creativity mixing. The quiet corner's cushions bore the imprint of many visitors who needed a moment of peace. This was how celebration should be, not just tolerating differences, but weaving them together into something beautiful and new. Like a tapestry where every thread matters, where taking one away would leave a hole in the picture. Outside, snow began falling again, covering the world in a blanket of white. But inside the gym, the warmth of connection and inclusion glowed brighter than any holiday lights. As families headed home, children chattered about next year's festival, already planning new combinations and inclusive ideas. Parents walked a little closer together, having discovered common ground in unexpected places. The janitor would find glitter in the gym for weeks, but he wouldn't mind. Some messes were worth it, especially when they came from bringing people together. That night, as the purple hat hung on its hook and its owner drifted off to sleep, dreams swirled with paper lanterns and shamrock lights, the taste of fusion cookies, and the sound of mismatched instruments creating perfect harmony. The festival of everyone had ended, but its spirit would live on in every shared lunch, every mixed group project, and every moment when someone remembered to ask, how can we make sure everyone feels included? Because that's what real celebration means, not just inviting everyone to the party, but making sure the party includes everyone.